Hi everyone, this is David, the producer of The Benjamin Dixon Show, and like it or not, I wanted to highlight a story that I came across, and it's from February, but there's been no noise about it, no coverage. It's just completely under the radar for a really long time now. That's outrageous once you find out the details about this story. The fact that there has been no coverage is just mind-boggling. I'm going to play a video from a TikToker that covered the case and that tried to get amplification for it because it's just been completely missed. I'm also going to play a video by an attorney representing one of the two victims. I do just want to say that this case has echoes of the Emmett Till lynching. The parallels to the Emmett Till case, except for the fact that the victims didn't die, are just glaringly obvious, which makes it all the more disgusting. Let's take a look at the first video. It was shared on Twitter by TizzyENT. The TikToker that covered it is Kess.io, and he's only on TikTok. Before playing the video, I do just want to give a trigger warning as the details are upsetting.
Great. So for the crime of dating a white girl in Mississippi, 6 cops without a warrant broke into Michael Jenkins' home, detained him and his roommate, beat them within an inch of their life, waterboarded them, pelted them with eggs, raped them with sex toys, and then tased them, and then finally shot one in the mouth. Wait, hold on. I didn't even get that right. Before they shot Michael Jenkins in the mouth and then claimed that he had a gun while he was handcuffed, they actually took turns using each other's tasers to see which one was stronger. Like that, all that in under 2 hours, and all the cops still have their jobs. The racist douchebag running that hick squad of a police unit, by the way, is named Brian Bailey, and he's actually currently under litigation right now for a wrongful death lawsuit in 2019, so all this shit is not new to him.
Shabazz is also urging Attorney General Lynn Fitch to prosecute the officers involved.
You don't have much of a choice but to prosecute Elwood, McAlpin, Dedman, and these 6 officers.
The Department of Public Safety has its own investigation of the allegations. That probe remains open. So is a separate investigation by the U.S. Department of Justice.
I want you to really think about how fucked up our justice system is right now. So 6 police officers turned off their body cams to torture 2 men that were handcuffed. One guy got shot clean in the mouth from cheek to cheek, and nothing's going to happen to these 6 officers. Like, not a damn thing. Like, it's up to the DA to figure out if they want to press charges, and she'll be like, meh, I like these guys, fuck it. And the only thing you can do is sue, of which you and I cover the bill for that. Like, these guys still keep their jobs. This guy, Hunter Elwood, has actually been called a serial killer on TikTok before.
What you just heard about is torture. Torture. I want to take you back to February when the lawyer for Michael Jenkins took to the airwaves on TikTok and spoke out about it. The video that I just played is much more recent. This one is back again in February when it should have made headlines. And again, before playing this one, he does provide additional details, and I just want to give another trigger warning.
Mississippi cops torture and shoot Michael Jenkins in the mouth and attempt to murder him while he's handcuffed. Folks, policing continues to get incredibly worse. On January 23rd in Rankin County, Mississippi, without showing a warrant, cops burst into a home. 2 black men lay inside, Brother Michael Jenkins and Brother Terrell. They were falsely accused by these 6 white officers of dating white women and selling drugs, and that wasn't true. The 2 were immediately subdued and handcuffed in the residence. But instead of taking the handcuffed men into immediate custody for their alleged crime, the 6 white cops decided they would hold the men hostage and terrorize them for nearly 2 hours inside the home. While the men were handcuffed and bound, these 6 Rankin County white cops beat the men while they were handcuffed, tased the men repeatedly while they were handcuffed, punched, slapped, and beat the men while they were handcuffed, and incredibly, the white officers used waterboarding tactics in this raid. I'm talking about waterboarding. Waterboarding is when you have a person in your custody and you pour water or liquid all over their faces while they're on their back so that the person you have in custody will believe they will drown and confess something to you. This technique was outlawed by the U.S. military when they illegally used it in Iraq. Then in the course of this torture and physical abuse and humiliation, Rankin County sheriffs were both putting guns to both men's head, threatening to kill them while handcuffed. Then tragedy struck when one of the sheriffs shot Michael Jenkins in the mouth. Yes, the cop shot Michael in his mouth, almost killing him, causing him life-threatening injuries, and Michael is in ICU and had to have his tongue removed from his mouth.
2 black men in Mississippi. Police break in, accuse them of selling drugs and dating white women. No warrant. They break in and do all of these horrific things to these 2 men. Absolutely amounts to torture. There's no other way to describe it. This was vigilantism by police officers. And dating white women. I'm going to say that again. Dating white women. That screams Emmett Till. Emmett Till was lynched on August 28th, 1955, by 2 men after a white woman in a store claimed that he whistled at her, which turned out to be a lie. The men got off scot-free after brutally killing him, and the woman who started the rumor died at a ripe old age just recently, even though there was a warrant out for her arrest, which had conveniently been missing for years. In this case, there are police officers, no warrant, breaking in, torturing, nearly killing these men because they dated white women, which, according to their attorney, they didn't. This is just really sickening to think that we're seeing a case that mirrors the Emmett Till case in 2023. It's enraging. There's really no words to actually describe it. And how is there no attention on this? How is there no media coverage? There's no way that media outlets and publications have not heard about this, local or national. And it appears like the cops are going to get off scot-free. There's been no charges, no movement. They're still on the job and they're still living their life as if nothing ever happened. They tortured these 2 men, they compared their tasers by using them, they waterboarded them, and they shot Jenkins in the mouth. And Jenkins lost his tongue. Justice for Michael Jenkins.